That's Dave Barr, the rookie 4th-round draft choice. One of those guys will be the number 3 quarterback this year.
You know, both of these teams have got some pretty good number 4 kids. The Steelers have Cordell Stewart, and of course Dave Barr. I like Dave Barr at college. He's got hurt his senior year, never had a chance to play a lot.
Witherspoon picking his way through traffic up to the 39 near the 40-yard line, where Dante Jones out of Nebraska and Jerry Olszewski made the tackle. Witherspoon out of Clemson. And these are the guys who are fighting for those not to be included in that last 7 cuts.
Well, you're talking about, you know, guys fighting for spots. We talked to Bill Cowher yesterday. He says he goes to bed at night with a smile on his face because, unfortunately, he has a lot of players and very tough decisions, but he'd rather have it that way than not having enough players.
He also knows he's not going to get cut. Show blitz and come with it. Fiedler unload. McCrary. Nice, solid tackle. Leafed on Flowers out of Georgia Tech. They're trying to turn him into a safety. He was a corner in college, and a good one.
Good reaction. Play action fake. Stays with his responsibility. And a nice open field tackle. You know, we talked about this secondary's ability to tackle. That's why they would miss Deion Figures on the corner a little bit. Williams and Alvoid Mays can cover, but Deion Figures at almost 200 pounds gives you a lot of good run support.
2nd and 8. Fiedler with a quick slant to Carpenter. Nice catch. Lost the ball late. No whistle. Steelers cover it. Myron Bell on the football.
This is going to require a discussion. I think this one requires a discussion by the officials.
We'll find out what the decision is when we come back to Three Rivers.
Oh, 12th floor, huh? Yeah, that's the number that Randall Cunningham wears when he plays. So beautiful. It's the way he drops back and passes the ball to the guys who catch it. He wears the same Nike turf shoes as I do. Well, it's too bad you're not going to the 14th floor, because we could talk more later. Okay.
Ole, ole, Corolla, the benchmark of quality for 28 years. It's Toyota's nationwide clearance. The best time to get the best. Corolla, a low $189 a month lease puts you into the last of the new 95. Choose from a beautiful selection of Tercels with your choice. Savings of $500 cash back or special Tercel lease or 2.9% financing. Hurry, last chance to get the best of the 95 Toyotas.
Dear foreign car owners, when it comes to fixing brakes, foreign cars aren't foreign to Midas. That's why we offer same-day brake service and guaranteed brake shoes and pads for as long as you own your car.
そして今あなたがお持ちの国産車外車をマイダスへお持ちいただくと
Get 25% off guaranteed brake shoes and pads. That's 25% off brake shoes and pads for any car at the Midas International Brake Sale.
Vilket språk man än talar, detta är ett erbjudande värt att bromsa för.
Well, there was a fumble on the last play, and the Steelers recovered, but the Eagles still have the football, and it's a 1st and 10 at the Steeler 49. Joe, what happened?
Well, what happens, Carpenter makes the catch, goes inside of Figures. He's got 2 feet on the ground. It's a good catch. Now, the ball actually comes out before his knee hits the ground, but I think the official felt and thought that the knee had hit the ground, which would have meant the receiver would have been down.
They, of course, don't have the advantage of that stop action slow motion.
Right.
Steelers show blitz and come with it. Witherspoon gets outside. Chased out of bounds by Chris Oldham. The Eagles have done very, very well running the football out of their West Coast offense scheme, and it's a scheme that does. I mean, Ricky Waters got 870-some yards last year with San Francisco rushing the ball.
In somewhat of a sparing role, and really complained that he didn't get it enough. He feels like he can be the leading rusher in the National Football League. He feels like this offense lends itself to that. And I'll tell you, they have the makings of a pretty darn good offensive line. They just have to play together.
Tonight on the ground, they have averaged 6.1 yards a carry. Freddie Solomon, number 7, a new wide receiver in there. Here's McCrary picking his way through tacklers down to the 32-yard line. McCrary, the rookie out of Mississippi State.
And I'll tell you who they're running behind. They're running behind Antone Davis, number 78, the last 2 plays. Done a nice job of clearing out on the right side.
And they've had 2 tight ends in there with Maurice Johnson and Jimmy Johnson, number 88. 6 minutes, 38 seconds, and counting. 1st and 10 Eagles, already up by 7. Another blitz. Here's Witherspoon. Runs right through it down to the 29. There's a flag down as Myron Bell is in on another tackle. Or if there was a flag, they picked it up. Johnny Greer, one of the veteran officials in this league, well respected. The Eagles just grinding away the clock. He was blitzing on nearly every play, and that Olszewski faking the blitz got some motion up front.
Number 87, Maurice Johnson, with a little flinch, the tight end moved.
False start, 87, offense, still 2nd down.
Tight ends have been a problem. I mean, they've got a real combination. They got Reggie Johnson, who's got excellent speed, but has struggled with his confidence catching the ball. You got Maurice Johnson, who has good hands, but doesn't have the speed. And you got Jimmy Johnson, who hasn't been around quite long enough. All 3 of them, Mr. Johnson.
Fiedler throws out in the flat and incomplete, short of Ron Dickerson. Dickerson, the son of Temple's head football coach.
Ray Rhodes is really watching every play, every throw, every catch. As much as he can see, he's really focusing on it. And that's why the look at disgust is when a guy's open, you got to get him the ball.
3rd and 12. Clock stopped at 5:25 to go. From here, it would be a 51-yard field goal try for Gary Anderson. Throws near side. Now they picked up enough yardage to get a better crack at it as a field goal. Chris Jones makes the catch. It's a gain of 10. And it'll be 4th and 2.
It really brought up an interesting situation for Danny Smith, the special teams coach, and Ray Rhodes. You'd like to maybe try a shot at 4th down, but you've got a holder who flubbed the last one, a new holder, a rookie, and you've got a veteran kicker who's new to your ball club. So this is a smart thing to do. Let the kicking team get some more work.
The snapper is John Hudson. Hutton is the holder for Anderson. This would be a 42-yarder. Got that one down and drilled straight through. So Anderson has hit 3 tonight, and Philadelphia has regained a comfortable margin. They're up 16-6 with 4:55 left.
All-timer, too.
Pegram with a short hop inside the 10. Crosses to about the 22-yard line.
Yeah, I had a great time visiting with Sam Cassell. For 2.5 hours, we talked about sports and basketball. I love basketball. Rod's got himself a nice operation there. The All-Star Grill, 6-time Pro Bowler.
Well, that restaurant thing runs in athlete's blood, doesn't it?
Yeah, some of us have a few.
Jim Miller is the new quarterback. As Rod Woodson's night ended a long time ago. Miller out of Michigan State, 2nd-year man, was the 6th-round draft choice a year ago. Played in the World League briefly. Daigle and McAfee are the backs. And Miller airs one out, incomplete. Let's check in with Chris Berman. Boomer?
All right, Mike, we didn't want to think we were napping on you here. Remember Unitas to Berry? Well, this is Jim Harbaugh to Ben Bronson. And then came Bronson, 25 yards, 19-7. The Colts lead the Bears late third at the RCA Dome. And after watching that last footage, Mike and Joe, remember, no such thing as a free lunch.
Not for me, but Joe's had one in his chair.
Wait a minute.
Why don't go? McAfee to the 43. Gain of 20.
Jim Miller has had an excellent camp. I mean, he's thrown the ball well. You know, the coaches talked about the fact that he played in the World League. Got him some experience, but not in throwing interceptions.
Picked off by the Eagles, Jerome Henderson. Miller disgusted as he leaves the floor of the stadium, and Jerome Henderson with the pick. Ball on a 10-point lead, only 4:14 to go. In case you joined us late, the storyline from Three Rivers, Charlie Garner with a big night, nearly 100 yards rushing and a touchdown tonight. Tough outing for Neil O'Donnell, threw 2 interceptions and 10 passes, and Philadelphia dominating in terms of total yards, and the Steelers uncharacteristically with 3 turnovers on the night. Keep it on the ground with Witherspoon. Shown some good quicks tonight. Cuts it outside, knocked out of bounds at the 37-yard line. Leathon Flowers took him out of bounds. This will be the first time since 1961 the Eagles have had an undefeated preseason. Most of the time you say, so what? This year, different?
Yeah, it is. I think every time you go out on the field, you have different goals that you want to accomplish. For Ray Rhodes, he wants to build a sense of confidence in this football team. This is a game, and you want to win it. It'll allow him to build a little confidence. Say, look, we did it. Sure, it was preseason, but we won some games. Let's keep it going. Got to make Jeff Lurie happy.
Witherspoon dragging tacklers with him down near the 30-yard line. The last play, he made a mistake that a lot of young players do. He ran out of bounds when they're trying to run time off the clock.
You know, it's a tough situation for a young back trying to make a ball club. If I lower my shoulder and pick up a few extra yards, I can show the coach I'm tough and stay in bounds. My teammates will be happy. If I run out of bounds, my teammates really won't like me because we want to get out of here. So he's really caught in the middle.
Another first down for Philadelphia. Just outside the Steelers. Witherspoon dives for about 3. Of course, we talked about the undefeated preseason. That is just a prelude to get on a roll to go into September. And here's what they face with the Buccaneers, Cardinals, Chargers, and Raiders. Not the easiest road they could find.
No, it's not. I mean, you know, they're home against the Buccaneers, which I think is good for them. I think it's good to open at home if you're a new ball club. It's a friendly environment. You get to the stadium on time. You're comfortable there. Yeah, I think it's a good way for them to start.
And for years, people have said it's a good idea to open against the Buccaneers.
It may be different this year.
Might be. Witherspoon. Check in with Chris Berman. Boomer?
All right, Mike, thank you. You guys are talking about a young back trying to make a ball club. I think Rashaan Salaam has the Bears made. They were looking for a big performance from him tonight. But this, after a nice run, fumble led to a Colts touchdown. 4 carries, 16 yards for Salaam. The Colts lead it 26-7, guys.
And as much as Dave wants a big running back, he doesn't want anybody to fumble.
No, he doesn't have a big running back. Rashaan Salaam is not a big guy. He's got some quicks, and the question is, you know, he carried the load at Colorado, I mean, all the time. Can he run out of something besides the eyes? And can he run inside? I think there's questions he has to answer.
I really picked the wrong word, big in terms of production rather than body size.
Correct.
2-minute warning. Eagles in control, 16-6. 16-6 Eagles. 2 minutes to go. Coming up next, Sports Center with the Bears and the Colts highlights, playoff chase in Major League Baseball, and our NFL Roundtable. Eagles just trying to salt this one away on the ground. It has been the Derek Witherspoon show. And they have reached the Steeler 23, 3rd and 3. Witherspoon, 10 carries, 61 yards. And he'll have another crack.